Hey guys, I'm going to tell you how I made my first $1,000 from home as a stay-at-home homeschooling mom. Welcome to my channel. I'm Kelly Crawford. Today I'm going to tell you my story and exactly what I did after I had tried so many different things to make money from home. And I was burned out and I was frustrated and I was all those things. So if that's you, you're going to want to stick around. I'm not leaving anything secret. I'm laying it all on the table. I'm telling you exactly what I did, the exact steps, and the exact steps you can take if you want to do the same thing. So starting from the beginning, I am a homeschooling mom to 11 kiddos. Yes, we have a large family. Yes, I had all of those babies and they are precious and I love them and they're not babies anymore. We started homeschooling about 4 years ago. And I knew coming home that it was going to be tight financially. That was just something I kind of accepted. One income is hard to live off of. Can I get an amen? And so, I became the master of pinching pennies and we were scraping by. We had some very, very frugal, lean times. One Christmas, everything was homemade. Even the wrapping paper we made out of butcher paper and flowers outside. And we made homemade candles and homemade soup and all this stuff. But over the years, I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit. And as I began to see the possibilities of monetizing things from home using the internet, I got really excited. And so 17, 18 years ago, I started blogging. I enjoy writing and I started thinking of ways I could monetize that. I wrote ebooks. I recorded a scripture song CD. I just had different things that I was selling from there. And I mean, I made a little money here and there, but it was just pocket change. So fast forward, I had tried MLMs. I had tried to sell affiliate products on my blog. I have had an Etsy shop, ran an Etsy shop for 8 years, making personalized cutting boards. And I had a t-shirt print on demand company, made barely any money with that. I've done so many things. And then a couple of years ago, I started seeing how much money was being made in the digital space, meaning people were creating digital products. The ebooks that I created were digital products, but these were more high ticket. Okay. And so I kept seeing all these high ticket digital courses and people were taking their expertise and packaging them into this high ticket course. And then they were creating a sales funnel, which was to say, here's a free something. You give me your email. I'll give you the free something. And then it puts them into your email automation system. And it was very complicated. It was pretty high tech, but I saw people doing really well with it. And so I thought, well, I have some homeschooling expertise. I had done some speaking and people reached out to me a lot, asking me questions. So I thought I will package that up. So I spent almost a year doing that. By the time I got it launched and ready to sell, I did sell a few right out of the gate and then crickets. So I probably maybe made my money back. And so at this point, this is 23 years into my journey. And I should back up and say, by the time I got to the point where I was creating the homeschooling course, we were really struggling financially. As our kids got older, the expenses grew. Money was just not coming in fast enough. Life got expensive. I got to a place I was just praying for an answer. And so when my attempts at the digital course failed, I pretty much gave up because I thought I have been grinding at this for 2 decades. And if I haven't been able to make it work, and like I said, I made a little here and there, but I needed substantial, consistent income. We were to the point where I was either going to have to go get a job or my husband was going to have to get a second job, and he was already working as hard as he can. So what ended up happening after a lot of prayer and frustration, and I'm probably telling too much information here, but we actually fell really behind on our mortgage. On top of that, it was almost Christmas time. I remember this was last year of 2024 at the end of the year. And so a homeschooling mom on Facebook asked me a question about her daughter, had a homeschooling question. And I like to see who I'm talking to, so I popped over there to look, and I saw a link on her page that sounded kind of clickbaity, whatever, but I clicked on it, and unfolding before me was a business model that I did not know existed. So it was promoting digital products, digital courses, higher ticket, like I had seen people doing and making so much money, but you could promote other people's digital products. So you can take somebody else's very valuable, very informative education wrapped up in a digital format, and you could promote it. And better than that, you could also make 100% profit. It did not make sense to me. I know it sounds crazy, but that business model has now made me, I'm not going to tell you yet. So my first 1,000, if you want to know how I made it, one sale of this digital product, and I made it in the first week. It used to take me weeks and months to make $1,000 doing some of my other little side gigs, but this product was amazing. It was a proven product, meaning people were out there searching for it, okay? So the program that I do promote that someone else created, it teaches businesses how to promote themselves on social media. So there are a lot of businesses out there, whether it's brick and mortar or not, that they're just behind the times. They're still trying things like yellow pages or, ads that aren't working. Social media gives us an opportunity to get in front of millions and billions of people without spending any money. So all these businesses are starting to realize, I've got to get on social media if I'm going to get the customers that I need. So it teaches that. Teaches, of course, the ins and outs of the algorithms of social media, how all of that works. It teaches people who want to create their own digital products and sell them how to do that. It teaches you how to use affiliate marketing, how to use school communities to monetize your passions. There are so many ways to make money online, and my program teaches all of those ways, but it comes with resale rights. It's a win-win. And so I was able to earn right out of the gate. I'll be transparent about that. I already had a small following in the homeschooling world because I mentioned that I blog for 18 years. I just sent an email out to my list and told them about this exciting business opportunity I had found, and people started buying right away. What the program does, though, for people, if you don't have an audience, that's okay. It's built for that. It teaches you exactly how to build an audience. So social media's algorithms love you, okay? They want to find your perfect customer, and that's another beautiful thing about this business. We don't have to reach out and DM people. I loved that because when I was doing MLMs, that's what you had to do. So your perfect customer comes to you. I make sales on the internet every day, every week, to total strangers that found me just telling my story and talking about the transformation that can be possible when you have a digital product that is so valuable. And that's it. Yes, it costs an investment because I was buying the resale rights. I bought a business. I bought a done-for-me business. It's a business in a box. So I purchased, and there are 4 price options, and it's very doable for any budget. I had zero money. Did I mention we were 3 months behind on our mortgage? But they had a payment plan. That's the only way I was able to do it. I'm so glad I clicked away at first and just kind of wrote it off because it had a cost. But that's what had kept me so broke for so long. I was in the mindset of I don't have any money to spend in order to make. But once I decided to invest in a done-for-you business that was proven, game changer. So I'll tell you now what I've made. I started that business in November of 2024. This recording is October 21st of 2025. I have made over $109,000 as a stay-at-home mom. It just works. So if you're tired of trying to figure it out, you're tired of the searches, the late night searches, how to make money online, what can I do to make money from home, I promise you, your search is over if you're serious about it. So I'm going to drop a link in the description below. There's my free blueprint to check out. It's going to give an overview of how this business works. You're going to see a little clip from my coach, Michelle, and she's going to explain it a little better, and you're going to get a perfect feeling. You'll know by the end of that whether this business model is something that you think would be good for you. So let me know in the comments all your questions, all your thoughts. I'm an open book. Happy to answer.